In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. I want you to know here and now, I serve the Jewish architect, the creator of heaven and earth. He created it all. I serve him. No guile, no subterfuge. I want you to know that unless you know him, you have no hope for heaven. You don't have any chance at Magen Dong Buhai, the good life, because if you know my King and you want to live my Father in his home, you have to go by his ways. If you don't, you're not welcome. We want you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I serve the Jewish architect, the creator of heaven and earth. I follow Torah. I found that in 57 years, next year be 58 years, he's never left me. He's never forsaken me. All of his promises have been true. It sits me back and I just sit back and say, wow, awesome. That's whom I serve. I serve the Jewish king, the Jewish rabbi, Jewish Torah. I want you to know it too. Puts pep in my step and a reason to sing and a dance, and we give it to you freely. We want you to know that unless your name has been documented, written down in the Lamb's Book of Life, you're not going. You're not going to participate. You won't be there for the marriage supper of the Lamb. You won't be there for the beginning of the millennial reign of Christ. You won't be there. There's promises, great promises, from beginning of Torah in Genesis all the way in the Bible. I call it my Bible. Others call it Torah. They call it different things. But my God, his word has never changed. Not one word has ever fallen to the ground. All of his promises to me have been true. And I want you to know him too. I want you to know the Father of mercy and the God of all comfort. I know him. I call him my rabbi, my king, my architect, the creator of heaven and earth. He's I give it to you freely. I want you to have his very best. Our focus today is not going to be in Genesis, but everything begins with Torah. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were created by him, and without him is not anything made that was made. I want you to know about him. Awesome. Our focus today is going to be on page 490, Thompson Chain Reference Bible. Endorse it, not for pay. I do it because it's good. Best in the world that I know of. Please follow along. We give you the answers in advance. There are quizzes, finals every day. We try to give you the answer every day. We don't want anybody to say, nobody told me. We tell you every day. I want you to know he lives. He has miracle working power. Awesome. I want you to have it too. The very best. Isaiah chapter 1, verses 19 and 20. If you are willing and obedient, you will receive the best. But if you reject that, the sword of the Lord, it will follow. Always has, never will. I want you to know that I am preparing, I am ready for the imminent beginning of the millennial reign of Christ. It's worth your time, it's worth your investment. He's coming for those who are looking for his appearing. I'm looking, and if you're not looking, you won't see it. If you're not listening, you won't hear it. I want you to have the very best. I want you to be able to say, Poderoso Dios, mi ama clama por ti. It's awesome. I want you to be able to enjoy In Excelsis Deo. I want you to have the very best today. Let's begin on page 490, 2 Kings chapter 6, beginning with verse 1. Please follow along. I'll have to Magandang Buhay, go quickly, straight to the point. Isang punto, sa mensaje, his very best. I will give it to you quickly. Please follow along. And the sons of the prophet said unto Elisha, Behold, now the place where we dwell with us is too strait, too narrow. It's not big enough. There's not enough room. Believe me, I know what it's like, not enough room. My wife and I, if it weren't for none of this is impossible. What is possible without him? Only he can do what we've done so many miracles. I can't count them all. I want you to know he lives. I know him. What we have, we get it for free. We give it to you for free. We want you to have his very best. From the east to the west, north and south, claim what he only provides to his obedient children. It's awesome. And the sons of the prophets said unto Elisha, Behold, now the place where we live with you is too strait. There's not enough room, not enough elbow room. We need more room. Verse 2, Let us go, we pray thee, unto Jordan, and take thence every man a beam. Let's go get some wood. Let's get some pillars. And let us make a place there. Let's make more room that we may live. And he answered, Go ye, go do it. It's a good idea. And one said, Be content, I pray you, and go with thy servants. And he answered them, I will go with you. Verse 4, He went with them, and when they came to Jordan, the river, they cut down wood on the other side. Verse 5, But as one was falling, a beam, when one tree was fallen, the axe head fell off into the water. It came loose. You ever had a hammer head fall off of a hammer? I have. And he cried and said, Alas, master, for it was borrowed. It's not mine. I borrowed it from someone else, and it's broken. What am I going to do now? Verse 6, And the man of God said, Where did it fall? And he showed him the place. And he cut down a stick and cast it in the water. And you know what? The iron floated to the top. That's the God I serve. Therefore said he, Take it up to thee, and put it out his hand. And he took it. Stretch out your hand and pick it up. Some of you have things from God, you have to pick it up. Stretch forth your hands and take it. My God is awesome. For 57 years, He's never left me. He's never forsaken me. All of His promises have been true. My God is awesome. Verse 8. Then the king of Syria warred against Israel, saying, in such and such a place, this is where my camp is going to be, my army is going to be. And the man of God, Elisha, sent a messenger to the king of Israel, saying, beware, do not go this way, for there is where the Syrians are come down. Don't go that way, go a different way. Verse 10, and the king of Israel sent to the place where the man of God told him and warned him of, and saved himself there, not once nor twice, more than once, multiple times. Therefore, verse 11, therefore the heart of the king of Syria was troubled. He was confused. How has this happened? The wicked run when no one pursues them, but the righteous are bold like a lion. I want you to be bold like a lion. Be a man or woman of God, that what He's called you to be. Give Him your best and He'll take care of the rest. For 57 years, not one promise has ever fallen to the ground. All have come true. My God is awesome. Verse 11. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was confused for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto you, will ye not show me which of you is allied with the king of Israel? And verse 12, and his servants said, none, my lord, O king. The Elisha, the prophet, is in Israel. The man of God is there. And telleth the king of Israel the words that you speak in thy bedchamber, what you speak quietly, he tells the king. I want you to know, I'd love to talk to him in private. The Lord who reminds me, talks to me in private, rewards me openly. My God is awesome. Verse 13, and he said, go and spy, go find out where he is, do some espionage, that I may send and fetch him, bring him here. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dothan. That's where he is at now, not in Alabama. There is a Dothan in Alabama. I have been there. It's a lovely place, but this is not talking about Dothan, Alabama. It's talking about a different location over in what we call, we are in Ophir. As far as you can go in Asia and still be in Asia. We're far East Asia. We're close enough to what happens in Israel, Bethlehem, and Judea in real time, that when things take place on the news, I am able to watch it in real time. I can communicate with them. With no guile, no subterfuge. I serve the Jewish king, the Jewish rabbi. He is my architect. He is my father. He is my great physician. I call him Father, but I also call him Jesus. I call him Jesus. I tell you, he's alive. I've just seen Jesus. How precious. I don't know the words. I have to make them up. So I won't sing. I just go straight to the point. Some of you sing better. I want to hear you sing. Verse 14. Therefore sent he there horses and chariots and a great army. And they came at night. They came secretly. And they surrounded the city around about. They wanted to make no way that he could escape. No way. Surrounded. No way out. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early, probably go out to get water. Because you can't have coffee if you don't have water. And so, just so you know, I love that Hebrew coffee. In the book of Hebrews, we see that it's in the New Testament. Hebrew coffee. The man makes the coffee. It's good stuff. It's a joke. It's not real. I just pulling your leg. I'm not really close enough to touch your leg. I'm pulling your leg. I'm pulling a joke. I'm joking with you. Pulling your string. Tugging your kite. Yes. Joking. Verse 15, and when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, the army of the Syrians compassed the city with horses and chariots. And his servant said, Master, what are we going to do? There's no way out. I know that when God allowed me to go into communist Cuba, we went in Santiago de Cuba, where the revolution took place, where it all happened. And I want you to know churches are against the law. So I said, where are we going to worship? They said, follow me. And we went in Santiago de Cuba, and we went down this long alley. That's the only way in, and there was no other way out. They had one door. One way in and only one way out. So if they wanted to find us, here we are, right here. Come and get us. I'll sit back and see the salvation of my God. They didn't do anything. But we went in there, and the power of God was awesome. They had such heat and humidity that they took siestas in the middle of the day. But we did services at 2 a.m., 1 and 2 a.m. in the morning. They were so hungry for the power of God, they came out at 2 a.m. in the morning. My God is awesome. When they want it, they'll come and get it. Awesome. I better keep it a secret, because when people find out, and when people find out that Jesus is alive and is known to be in your church, you don't have enough room. They come out. Awesome. Verse 17, and Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray you, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots round about Elisha. My God, is that awesome. Touch not mine anointed, do my prophets no harm. Not one word ever falls to the ground, never has, never will. Verse 18, and when they came down to him, Elisha asked the Lord, he said, smite this people, I pray you, with blindness. And all of the army, they were blind, just like that. According to the word of Elisha, just like that, they couldn't see anything. And Elisha said unto them, This is not the way, neither is this the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom you seek. But he led them to Samaria. And it came to pass, when they come to Samaria, that Elisha said, Lord, open the eyes of these men that they may see. And the Lord opened their eyes, and they saw, and behold, they were in the midst of Samaria. They were in Israel, right there in the city. They were trapped. If you think you're going to mess with God, if you're one of his enemies or to his children, he says, Deuteronomy 7 verse 10, I will repay you to your face. Never fails, never has, never will. That's exactly what happened. They were in the midst of Samaria, and the king of Israel said unto Elisha, when he saw them, Master, my father, shall I smite them? Shall I smite them? And he answered, Thou shalt not smite them. Would you smite those with whom you are taken captive with thy bread and water before them, that they may drink and eat and go to their master? You be merciful to them. You give them something to eat, and you give them water to drink, and let them go back home. Verse 23, and he prepared a great provision, a great meal for them, and when they had eaten and drunk the water, he sent them away, sent them back home. When they came to their master, so the armies of Syria came no more into the land of Israel. Verse 24. And it came to pass after this, a time went by that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his host and went up and besieged Samaria. They went to battle again. Some people, they just don't learn the first time. They keep going back for more and more. I don't know why people are like that, but they are. Verse 25, and there was a great famine in Samaria. Maybe it was caused by Super El Nino. I don't do topical messages. I just throw it out there. I show you what it says. All of our content is available to you 24 hours a day on demand. My God, he never slumbers. He never sleeps. But as we speak, people are talking about a great El Nino. They listen to the scientists and not to God. They do that during the pandemic too. My God never loses. If you serve my King, maker of everything, you are destined to win. We have it. We got it for free. We give it to you for free also. We don't want your money. We want your name to be written down so that you are prepared for the arrival, the imminent beginning of the millennial reign of Christ. I want you to be there for the marriage supper of the Lamb. Perhaps you are part of the bride of Christ, that you have to be holy. You need to be holy, holy unto you. I want to be holy, holy unto you. It's awesome. Verse 25. There was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of a dove's dung, poop, for 5 pieces of silver. They were so hungry, they were eating poop. Yes, written right here, eating poop. They must be pretty hungry to be eating poop. And besides, they were eating till an ass's head, donkey's head, was sold for food for 80 pieces of silver, and a fourth part of a cab of dove's shit dung for 5 pieces of silver. They were eating poop. I haven't been to that part of Asia. If God be for me, who can be against me? No enemy can stand against the power of his word. Awesome. Verse 26, as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help you, whence shall I help you? Out of the barn floor, out of the winepress. Where do you want me to get the food at? If God don't do it, who am I going to do it? We're trying to get blood out of a turnip. I know people who do that. I would rather have lemonade out of the turnip. If you got lemons, just squeeze it and make it lemonade. Awesome. Some water, it tastes great. I said, Isang punto sa mensaje, so I'm going to have to pick up a little speed. And the king said unto her, What ails you? What can I do for you? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give your son that we may eat him today, and tomorrow we'll eat my son tomorrow. Cannibalism. This has happened at other times. It has happened. Verse 29. So we boiled my son and did eat him. I don't know what he tasted like. I don't know. I've never done that. I don't. That's not something I have any desire to do. And I said unto her on the next day, Give me your son that we may eat him. And she hath hidden him. She loved her son. She wasn't going to eat her son. No, not going to happen. Verse 30, And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, he humbled himself. He rent his clothes, he humbled himself, and he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth upon his flesh. Probably doing without food. When you fast, there's no food involved. No cartoons, no food. No lemonade, no food, no nourishment, no meals. And that's what the king was doing. Verse 31, Then he said, God do so and more to me, also to me, if the head of Elisha, the son of Shaphat, shall stand on him this day. So he was cursing Elisha. He wanted revenge. But if you do stuff like that to the children of God, He will repay you to your face. Always has, always will. Never falls to the ground. If it were not so, I think after 57 years, I think I would know. It's not true. He keeps every promise, every word. Not one has ever fallen to the ground for me. My God is awesome. Verse 32, Elisha sat in his house, and the elders sat with him, probably some of the Sanhedrin. And the king sent a man from before him, but ere the messenger came to him and said, See ye how this son of a murderer hath sent to take away my head? He was cursing. And he read their hearts. See how this son of a murderer hath sent to take away my head. Look, when the messenger comes, shut the door and hold him fast. Don't let him out the door. Is not the sound of his master's feet behind him? Yes, he's following him. And while he was yet speaking with them, behold, the messenger came down unto him, and he said, Behold, this evil is of the Lord. What should I wait for the Lord any longer? I want you to know that He always gives you a chance to repent. And if you don't repent, the sword, it will follow. I don't want to give you bad news. I prefer to give you the good news, that you can be alive and enjoy the beginning of the millennial reign of Jesus. You are destined to win. Enjoy it. It's going to be awesome. If you reject the mercy and grace, the sword of the Lord, it will follow. Always has, always will. My God is awesome. I want you to know it too. Choose you this day whom you will serve. As for my wife and I, we will serve the Lord. It's awesome. We believe in miracles because we believe in God. I want you to receive His very best, and if you don't, the sword of the Lord, it will follow. Always has, always will. Receive His very best. Blessing is for you. Poderoso Dios, the Amaclama por ti, Jesus Christos, is la roca. I want you to know it's awesome. We don't sell it to you, we give it to you free. From left to right, north and south, claim what He only gives to His obedient children. It's going to be awesome. Choose you this day.